Hello everyone, and for this segment we are going to talk a little bit more depth into quarter horses. I know many of you have had expressed interest in learning about some of the specific breeds, and CTR has 3 quarter horses, so I thought it would be a good place to start. So just as a review, our quarter horses are Captain and Victor and Stanley. We also have Tilly out here. She's going to kind of be our model because although she is considered an American paint horse, she has quarter horse in her. So we're going to start with a little bit of history about the quarter horse, and you're going to be receiving a handout with a stock photo of American quarter horse, along with pictures of Captain, Victor, and Stanley, so you can sort of compare the traits that we talk about tonight. So a quarter horse is one of the oldest recognized breeds in the United States. It originated in the 1600s as a cross between native horses of Spanish origin used by the earliest colonists and English horses imported to Virginia from about 1610. And by the late 17th century, these horses were being raced successfully over quarter-mile courses. So that's where the quarter horse gets their name. They were bred for quarter-mile races, and they are really fast in a sprint. They can actually, the horses that are conditioned for this can actually run up to 55 miles an hour on that quick sprint. So they don't have the endurance of a thoroughbred for speed, but they have a very quick sprint. So that's how they got their name. And they were bred for performance and had considerable thoroughbred blood in them as well as other lines. In the early 19th century, this breed was overshadowed by the thoroughbred, which could maintain, like I said, that incredible stamina for longer periods of time. But soon they gained more acceptance in the South and Southwest as stock horses. This breed's quickness and agility made it ideally suited for the tasks of the developing frontier. So you kind of a lot of times see the cowboys in the Western movies on quarter horse breeds. They have a good disposition, which is why they make such lovely therapeutic riding horses, and a natural cow sense. So you'll see those quarter horses, like I said, they'll be the ones cutting the cows and reining and lassoing roping the cows. So they were a favorite mount among cowboys during the open range era of the West. So today's American quarter horses are short and stocky, and that's kind of why I wanted to bring Tilly out, because she is more of the picture you would think of with a quarter horse. When you see the pictures of Victor and Stanley, you're going to kind of notice that they look more like thoroughbreds. And that is because at the time of their breeding, kind of into today, it was very popular to breed quarter horses. People wanted tall horses. They wanted horses with long legs, and they were using them in Western pleasure. But unfortunately, kind of like if you think about a lot of purebred dogs, they're really predispositions to have hip dysplasia or other medical problems versus what we call mutt. So quarter horses should have those stocky build. Their legs are shorter. Victor, unfortunately, because of his breeding, he has such long legs and small hooves that he has developed a lot of conformational problems, leading to navicular in his front feet, which many of you know him. He tends to walk very slowly and need those wide turns. So short, wide head and deep, broad chests, like you see here with Tilly. Their colors are variable. Now keep in mind, like I said, Tilly is an American paint horse. Typically, quarter horses are solid in color though. Their height is about 14.3 to 16 hands, so they're not typically very tall, unless you're talking about Victor or Stanley. And their weight is variable from about 950 pounds to 1,200 pounds. And they have a calm, cooperative temperament, which is why they are such a good fit for what we do here. So what I want you to do is take a look at the handout that I gave you with those several pictures of our quarter horses. Captain, I have some really fun pictures on there of his younger years. He is more of your typical quarter horse, and I want you to sort of make a comparison to your typical quarter horses and the quarter horses that we own.